I'm Kev.
And I'm Steve.
And we're from the internet.
Want to get every episode of We're From The Internet at least a day earlier than the iTunes and Stitcher folk? Head over to we'refromtheinternet.com/pledge to support us on Patreon, and as well as early access, we'll throw in an exclusive weekly show just for our patrons too.
Would you rather be too hot or too cold?
I'm already pretty hot.
Yeah, I'm always warm. It's annoying. I don't really think about it. I know you mocked me off air because you say, you don't feel anything.
I was going to do that again on air. You've stolen my thunder. I can't do my sheepdog impression.
But, no, I don't really think about it. At work, I'm stuck in a position where one person's always too hot and one is always too cold, and
Which one are you?
I'm in the middle, feeling just right, because I don't think about it. So when the window's open, I don't feel anything. When it's hot, I don't feel anything. But I hate
because you don't feel anything.
But I hate being too hot. If I am too hot, if I can feel it, I'm generally sat in a sauna, thinking, "How did I get here? Why is it so hot?
Why am I wearing trousers and a coat in this sauna?
Yeah.
I'm never nude."
And yeah, so I'd go with cold because I don't really feel the cold unless it's extreme, and then I just warm up.
I do remember when I first met you, you were quite proud of the fact that you hadn't owned a coat in 10 years.
I don't think I was proud of it. I think I just hadn't.
It came up a lot. If you weren't proud of it, you didn't have a lot to say back then, because I would say at least 3 times a day. Hey, Kev, did you know? Did you know when I last owned a coat?
No, you'd always be like, they're cold, lend them your coat. And I'd be like, I don't own a coat. And then you made me buy one because we were out and my wife was cold and I couldn't lend her my coat, so I had to go and buy a coat.
I did the gentlemanly thing.
Made me buy a coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I don't stop wearing it because I realise that I can be even less nude. Yeah, I'm running into the ground.
Yeah, but do you not feel too hot when you're wearing that? I mean, you're wearing it now, which is weird.
I have to carry it around now because it carries
You could just wear it.
No, because it gets too hot if I wear it, on the bus at least. And but it carries all my phone chargers and stuff. All my leads for my phone.
So you don't have enough pockets. Anyone who was listening yesterday now knows that Sheepdog is a liar. He does need a man bag.
Well, no, I use my pockets on my coat and carry it around.
What, even at this time of year?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's where they are. It's just where all the stuff is in the pockets.
Why don't you just get a bag? You own a bag. I've seen you carry a bag.
Yeah.
You used to carry 2 bags around with you everywhere you went.
Did I?
Yeah. Again, back in your teaching days, you'd be old 2 bags Steve.
Oh yeah, that's my laptop and my man bag.
That's what we used to call you. You were Steve 2 bags that Penson. That was your full name.
Leather bag, I remember.
Yeah, and your laptop bag. And I don't know why you just didn't put your laptop in your leather bag.
Because I got given a laptop bag by work and I had to keep the laptop in it.
Well, you could have just put your stuff in that bag.
Didn't fit.
How much stuff did you carry?
Well, it's my lunchbox.
All you had was a bag of nuts. Why did you put your nuts in a lunchbox? Just stick the bag in the other bag.
Yeah, I should have just brought the nuts into work and divvied them out there, because I'd always divvy them out in the morning and then forget.
What do you mean divvy them out?
Like,
there was a process
to
this.
Put a day's worth into the lunchbox and take it in.
What, so it was a big bag of nuts that you'd take a portion of every day?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just take the whole bag?
Well, exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's just occurred to me that would have made sense.
I always used to keep a bag of nuts on my desk back in my healthy days.
Just throw at the kids who are allergic.
No, this was before I was a teacher. These days, I probably wouldn't get away with it because of kids and their nut allergies. But when I used to work in a real job, I'd have a bag of nuts, and I'd sometimes go for the fruit and nut combination. A few raisins, the odd almond, quite delicious. I just graze on them here and there. It stopped me having proper snacks, just the odd nut here and there. And then I'd go and have a Subway.
So, do you prefer being hot or cold?
I don't like being too hot.
Does anybody love the feeling of being too hot?
Well, you look on Twitter on a day like this, because we're just hitting the first stage of a little bit of warmth now. It's late May, as we're recording. It's mid-June by the time this is coming out, probably. It's just starting to get warm, and you have a load of people you have the one group of people on Twitter who are, yes, finally, the sun is out, I can wear my shorts. And the other half of, oh, it's too hot, I'm not going to leave the house, I need to just sit in a bucket and do the ice bucket challenge, even though it's not cool anymore. And they're both, I'm surprised there's not flame wars going on about it on Twitter. It's the sort of thing that 2 factions could explode against each other on Twitter over something like this.
See, if we all just walked around with an umbrella, we'd be sorted.
Explain.
Better keep the sun off yourself. If it rains, you're alright.
How does it help you when it's cold?
I don't know. Stops the rain getting on you. Or the
So it solves one problem.
You can, I don't know, beat the ice away with it in front of you.
But I always I would prefer to sleep with the window open. I hate the fact, most nights now, I sleep with the covers completely off me because I get too hot with them on and I want the window open. But Anna moans.
I think we've discussed before how I have half of me under the covers and half of me out of the covers.
Yeah, is the half that's out of the covers your face?
No.
You have your head out of the covers, and then the rest of you is under covers, and everyone thinks you're weird.
No, like my right leg and the right side of my body is always out of the covers.
What would happen if your wife just said to you one day, look, we're swapping sides? I'm fed up of sleeping on this side of the bed, we're swapping. Would that wreck your sleep?
No, when we visit my mum and dad, I do sleep on the opposite side of the bed, and I just lay the opposite way around. I don't know. I imagine she wants a quick getaway if there was ever a problem.
What, so she sleeps nearest the door?
Yeah. She doesn't in our room, in our house.
When Anna first moved in, I had to swap the side of bed I slept on because she wouldn't be near the door, just in case a burglar came in. She'd want me to be near the door to protect her.
Yeah, that always freaks me out, because I wake up sometimes and hear, like, something banging up the stairs.
So you dive behind Kirsty?
Yeah.
Because you don't...
My daughter stands there like the girl out of The Ring with her hair over her face. The amount of times she's done that. She's lucky she hasn't been impaled on something.
What would you have to impale her with?
A spear. Do you not have a spear by the side of your bed?
I have a golf club.
Yeah, I don't have anything by the side of my bed anymore, actually. I threw it at my daughter. I used to have a pole at work, just in case the zombies attacked while I was there, but I was told that was weird, so I had to put it away.
It is a little bit weird. What sort of pole?
Well, I had to put a board together, and there was a pole left. I went, just put that there in case the zombies come.
You're gonna have to give... What board?
Like a whiteboard.
What job is this you're talking about?
The current one. I put together a whiteboard, like it was on a little stand, and there was a pole left, because I guess you could have it upright or sideways or whatever, and the pole was just there depending on which way you wanted it. So now that's just there. I don't even know where that is now. It was by my side in case you were ever under
attack. So now you've armed the burglar who's knocking around your building.
Someone snuck in and took it.
At some point that pole's getting wrapped around the back of your head and you won't see it coming.
Because it'll be the back of my head, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What if it's... See, the flip side of it is when it's the middle of winter and you've been out and it's freezing cold and you do like to come in and sit by the radiator. You must like sitting by the radiator in the winter.
No, I like to get a cup of coffee while I'm out and just walk around drinking that. Or mulled wine if I'm in Germany. That's quite cool.
Or anywhere else I've been with.
Well, yeah. Winter. But I'd just walk from corner... In Germany, you can walk from corner to corner and there's just massive vats of mulled wine. I don't know if they're legal or, part of stores, but people were making them.
Could just be a big,
homeless
big
people.
bowl of poison.
Yeah. But I'd just go from street corner to street corner, handing over my €1, getting a cup of mulled wine. I'd stumble down the street, downing it, and then buy another one. And just keep going. Get through about 20 of those bad boys for a day.
This sounds worrying. It's a worrying tale behind your alcoholism.
Because that would probably work out to be about 2 bottles of mulled wine spaced over about 12 hours.
Which is too much for any
12
human.
hours worth, and it's all been boiled, so most of the alcohol has probably gone off of it.
That's not a thing. That was only too high. No, that's why you shouldn't give... Because I used to make a stew that had red wine in and give it to my children. And apparently that was just me getting them drunk. But they always slept well after it, so
I bet
fine.
they did. I remember I slept pretty well after this. Probably 20 is probably a bit of an extreme. I had a lot of wine now.
I'd have 20 mulled wines, then we'd go out drinking.
They're only little ones, and we did go out drinking afterwards. They'd be smaller than that cup there that we just had coffee in.
What, the normal sized coffee cup?
When did we have coffee? We didn't. Is that
last week? That's your cup. It doesn't move. I
suddenly thought, I haven't had coffee. Your coffee machine was broken a week ago.
Yeah, I haven't offered you a coffee today, but that is your cup, still in the place you left it last time you had a cup of coffee in our studio, because I'm not, to be frank, I'm not going to tidy up after you. I'm fed up. You always leave cups lying around
how long
the
this
studio.
stalemate continues.
Well, I don't care. I come in here to record the podcast. You sit next to the mouldy cup that's going to start growing things out of it. You're the one who's going to inhale those fumes, and it'll be completely self-inflicted. Want an extra episode of We're From The Internet every week? Head over to we'refromtheinternet.com/bonus to get an exclusive weekly bonus episode 100% free.